You know how my color Sweet Honey is not very heat tolerant? Well, today I'm going to attempt to make a version of that color that isn't heat sensitive, and you guys can decide which one you like better. So let's get some plastisol in the microwave, get that warmed up. Got 1 cup of Lureworks Porosol Pro Medium, brand new on the market. If you haven't heard about it, you can check my last video. This has been vacked out. I'm gonna put it in the microwave here, get it warmed up, and explain what I mean by heat tolerant. So there is a chance that you haven't heard of Sweet Honey or Hot Honey. Far and above my most popular color of 2025. I loved it. I've seen a bunch of guys use it as well, or kind of make it themselves, which has been awesome to see online. But some guys were kind of shying away from it at the same time because there's not one, but there's 2 elements that make up that color that are both heat sensitive. There's a color shift flake by Barlow's, one of their chameleon flakes, called motor oil, and on top of that it uses Sparkle Gold by Lureworks. Both of those can be a little heat sensitive, and they definitely don't like reheating, so it kind of limits how many people want to make this color, especially if you want to reheat it a bunch and you want to use your remelt. Thought, hey, what if we use some other elements in the same kind of area that are all heat sensitive, so everybody can make this color and get the most out of their remelts when the time comes. And our first cup of our new Porosol Pro, man, it is tasty stuff. Using I think I mentioned this, but if not, medium blend. Could go with hard on this because it's going to be craw. I would actually probably do medium hard, which is now available, by the way, and what I plan to use going forward. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually make the original. I think that will help so we can compare and contrast, and you guys can decide what you think, which one you like better. So it's all based on this guy right here, a Barlow's ultra transparent liquid colorant called Sweet Honey. Calls for 17 drops of this. If we can though, before we add, I mean, look at this plastic. Holy schlamolies. Man, I am super excited to see this color in particular with this kind of clarity. It could be magical. All right, 17. Whew. What a great start. Holy moly. That is beautiful. Let's get a gauge on where we are already. 330, so we're already starting to drop here. Besides the color sensitive things, I would argue that the one element that makes this super freaking special is not a heat sensitive element, but this extra large black. When you add it to this and it blocks the light in certain places and creates this splotchy look, holy moly, is it nice. We're going to pair it up with a smaller one to get some added dimension. This is 035 black as well. 1/8 of a teaspoon for both of those. Alright, there's the 3.5. And we'll go with a heaping because these are pretty big. They'll spread around. Yeah, a little bit of a heaping 1/8 there. My guess is we're going to need to heat this up before we put our next element in it, because I don't want it to get too cold. Yeah, it's already down to 319. Let's pop it. We don't need much because when we add our temperature sensitive, it's got to be below 330, but I want just a little bit more working time with it. So let's pop this in the microwave for like, I don't know, 10 seconds. There we go. 10 wasn't quite enough. I ended up doing another 10 on top of that, but we're now at 336, which is perfect. As it cools, stir it just a little bit more here because we do want it to be just below 330. And we'll add these 2 elements as well. Already showed them to you, but 1/8 of a teaspoon of each. All right, 326, perfect. We are on the clock because as soon as we get done with this, we are going to shoot this bad boy because we can't reheat it once we get this in there. Oh, I told you wrong. It was 1/8 of this. It's 1/32 of the sparkle gold. That would have been overkill. A little bit of that stuff goes an awful long way. But look at it come to life. Oh my word. It's so gorgeous, and it looks even better in the mold. All right, 318, yep. So, let's push you guys back. I didn't even tell you what mold we're shooting today. I got the Epic 2.5-inch Ned Crawl, or Ned Craw. It's a Ned bait, obviously, by the name. But I like it. I think it looks awesome in this. It has kind of a curve to it, which picks up the colors really well. So that is 315. Stirring it up so that the black flake comes back up and gets suspended. There we go. Get rid of our air. And I have both of them clamped here because we are going to make both of these together, and then we'll open them back to back, and we'll be able to compare. All right, our second cup of Lureworks Porosol Pro Medium Blend is ready to rock and roll, and it all starts the same way. 17 drops of sweet honey, and then 1/8 of a teaspoon of both of those. Then we'll talk about what's different. There we go, looking gorgeous, just like before. 1/8 of a teaspoon of 35 or 40, either one will work. A heaping 1/8 of the XL. Go ahead and mix that up. And once again, looking like a fantastic start to the process. Now, how are we going to make this pop like before? Get that motor oil vibe, that gold vibe, but do so in a heat-tolerant way. The answer lies over my left shoulder. The wall of joy right back there. We're gonna grab two things off of it. First off, motor oil siren scales, yeah, and gold crushed rupees. All right, before we add those though, we are all the way down at 310. Let's pop this guy in the microwave, and then we'll add our elements. While that's cooking, I just gotta say, again, if you didn't see the video on this stuff, this may not make sense, but I've cooked 2 cups here. I can smell a little bit, because you're always going to smell some, right? There's a little faint that, hey, somebody might be making plastics in here, but yeah, hardly a whiff. This stuff is magical. Alrighty, let's see. I think we should be, oh yeah, 343. This is actually good, because if this was the original recipe, I wouldn't be able to add this yet, but we're going to do it right now. The convenience of heat tolerant. So motor oil, siren scales. I would normally do a quarter here, but I really don't want to go that heavy. I gotta block the breeze from my fan. That's a heaping 1/8. I do remember that the siren scale, or the motor oil siren scales in particular, tend to be a little bit larger particle size, so I just don't want it to turn into a siren scale bait. I want those to enhance it, and that looks just about perfect right there. All right, cool. We'll go with a 1/32, just like the sparkle flake. I think we may end up doubling that, but let's put that in there. See what happens. Oh, do we need to go another? I don't want to overdo it. Golly, let's just do like a 64th more. I really like the gold in this pattern. Yeah, maybe some of you were like, you shouldn't have done that because now it's not the same ratio as the other. I don't know. I don't care. I like the gold. So I think we're probably at a place where we can, oh gosh, 313. Wow. We better shoot it now. Otherwise I gotta heat it back up, which I could do if I had to. Bringing that back over. I'm gonna give it one more to get the black flake up and suspended. And it does look shinier in the cup, and I know that that's because of the siren scales. They reflect an awful lot of light, and I believe the motor oil is one of the siren scales that that will, you know, I hate to use the word bleed, but technically bleed a bit into the plastisol and tint it just a little bit. But hello, it's a color that kind of works with that anyway. But with the rest of this, because we can reheat it, we're going to convert it. We're going to pull out the strawberry dye, which is how you convert sweet honey into hot honey. If this was the full 1 cup version, you would add 4 drops of strawberry dye to the cup, and you'd have hot honey instead of sweet honey. This is just under a half. So I think once I take the puck out, maybe take some of this stuff, throw it in there, warm it back up, we'll have enough to run hot honey in the heat sensitive version as well. We were going to go ahead and open these and compare, but I thought, you know what, let's just pull out another mold. This is the 2.75 Ned Crawler. So this is a little Ned bait, like a stick with a spade tail. Let's go ahead and make that with the hot honey, and then we'll open everything at once. So I got it all melted back down, and we're just below 3/4. So 4 turns into 3, technically a little less than 3, but we'll go with 3 drops. And again, that was Lureworks strawberry dye, which definitely is a bleeder, so you wouldn't want this to get close to your other baits. Needs a dedicated spot. 2, 3. Also not ideal to laminate with unless you want one color bait eventually. There you go. Harder to see the red tint, but I think that will, well, I don't know. Now I'm beginning to wonder, maybe, maybe the elements are blocking it a little. I don't know. It doesn't look as red as I remember it being. I did shake it up. You know what, let's add 1 more drop. I don't want to go any further than 4. Because the original calls for 4 with a whole cup. We're just going to go with that. I don't know. That was a little surprising to my eye. No harm done, though. If it's a little extra hot, a little extra red, I think we'll survive. Yeah, it does look a little redder there on the end. Hopefully I have enough. This is a 14 cavity. A lot of baits in there. But I think we got it. Alright, bring you guys up here so we can do our compare and contrast what we think of the original versus the heat tolerant version. Then we'll take a look at hot honey at the end. So this should be the original. Oh yeah, jeez Louise. Every time, and this opened on the bottom. I mean, if it looks that good from the bottom, holy moly. Look at this. Look at that. It's like it's on fire inside. I remember, look at that. Jeez. I remember people commenting on that video, how it looked like, even the sprue, the runner right there, it looks like it's like an inferno. Truth be told, I actually said that in the video, and for whatever reason, it was one of the comments that I edited out. So when somebody else said it, I was like, yes, that's exactly true. So here they are, off of the mold. Goodness gracious, I love this color. Man alive, is it good. Look at that. Look at how the light passes through it. It's just phenomenal. And that big black flake blocks the light just right. I mean, look at that. Look at that shimmer. Gah. golly. That's a lot to live up to. Will our heat tolerant, not heat sensitive, but heat friendly version be as good? Okay. I think we have some promise here. That is not that. I was gonna say not bad. I think it's better than not bad, folks. You still get that inferno look, right? Look at this. Look at the runner. If I can get the light to work right. Here we go. But you get a lot more, or at least some more shimmer in the bait. But you still get all of that light passing through. Yeah. Wow. That is a fantastic alternative. 8-bit baits, baby. All heat friendly to the rescue. There, you can see some scales in that one. Look at that. Oh, that's pretty sick. And all you need is a little motor oil, siren scales, and gold rupee, which, if we're honest, you guys should own already. Hello, it's some of the best stuff out there. So if you don't own it yet, you should definitely go out and get some, because you can do stuff like that. There you go. You can see the scales in that one. I mean, there's actually part of me that kind of likes it better. I don't know. Boy, I certainly don't like it any worse. That's for sure. But I'm a sucker for siren scales too. Let's see what hot honey, just a little bit of strawberry dye, did to our second version. Man, it's crazy how much more red. We could have gotten away with 3, but how much more red it is in the mold. Talk about inferno. Look at that. I mean, look at these right up here. It's like they're on fire. Oh, man. And again, this is the second version, so you could get this kind of effect with that second recipe using 8-bit baits instead of the color shift stuff. Look at that. Look at this. Look at the light pass through it. And reheat this and reheat it and reheat it and reheat it until the day is long. That is a gorgeous little bait. So good. And of course, springtime, not here soon enough, but springtime will be here before we know it. And what better time to get a little hot honey, a little red bait action out there. Get prepared. Get your stuff now, guys, so you can be making some hot honey for the springtime. Guys, this was a ton of fun. It was definitely a video I was looking forward to making. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming along with me on this one, guys. Appreciate it as usual. Until the next time, see you guys in the show.